Well, that didn't work so well, did it? It's a great idea. I thought, what can I do today? It's a bit of a slow day. Let's involve everybody else in the shenanigans. But no, Wi-Fi said no. Anyway, we're relying on Our Lady of 5G now, so hopefully we're back on again. Thanks for sticking with it, Tom Bell. And rather than use my GoPro, which connects directly to YouTube, I've gone on StreamYard now, which seems to be a bit more stable. Right, let's get cracking. It's a lot easier when you've got more than one person to bounce off, believe you me. Right, so we're in my stock room now. I know the camera angle is really, really sucky. But I'll give you a quick tour. In fact, if I take my phone with me, I'll be able to... You've already seen that other bit. Stop waffling, Dave. Let's turn some lights on. So this is my stock room. Lots and lots of empty space on the shelves. Some stock for next year building up nicely. Been doing some RA today as well. So we've got... It's actually, there's a lot more stuff than the looks actually. There has been more, it has to be said. It's been a very busy weekend in Casa del Dave. Who else we got in the chat? Rich is in the house. How you doing, man? I'll tell you what I could have done with you today, mate. I need some of your expertise on these lives, you know, on these lives. Chris, welcome back, Chris. Loads of people. Do you people not work? Right, because of the connection issues in the other room, obviously I haven't taken a lot of pictures. So of the ones that I have, let's get on. Yes, it's not quite that bad, Rich. I've just had really bad signal on Wi-Fi. I tried to be clever and stream from my GoPro, but I might as well have been stood on the moon as far as the Wi-Fi is concerned. Tommy from Boston's in. How you doing, Tommy? If anybody else wants to jump in on this live, by the way, just give me a shout and I'll try and figure out how to send a link. Oh, there we go. What happens if I press invite? Oh, that happens. That's nice. Copy that. That just went tits up for a minute. Okay, so I guess the rule of thumb is don't stream live to the world unless you're on Wi-Fi at least. Right, let's transfer these. Tommy's saying it's sunny in Boston. Don't believe you, Tommy. Don't believe you. I'm looking out my window and there's snow on the roof of the houses. And if I'm not too mistaken, you're up north in the country, aren't you? What else we got? Sarah's in. Hi, Sarah. Auntie Curios. Are you up, our kid? Right, let's get these moved over. Yeah, I'm very much winging it now because I kind of thought before I started the live stream that I'd have loads to show you as I was going, but that's all in there. So these are all the pictures. I've got 1, 2, how many items did I picture? 1, 2, 3, just 4 listing pictures, 4 lots of listing pictures. transfer those, not to my iPad, not to my iPad, cancel that. What I tend to do is just do a few at a time. It's because I'm old and my memory really sucks. So if there's any item, I mean, if it's new items, then it's pretty much a given. But if it's used items, some with minor defects, might be if I'm listing a jacket, there might be a mark on it or something like that. I like to keep it fresh in the memory for when I go to list it, rather than just take a shed load of pictures and then hope that I remember every single specific about every single item. Now, I'm not sure if that has any reflection on the algorithm or anything like that, doing it in batches like that. But I'm tend to find that at the very least, I'm listing 3 or 4 items on a day. Sarah's waiting for the snow to bugger off. Amen to that. I am not a winter person at all. We've got Mandy's in. Richard Knight's life's been for his booster jab, and now he's packing parcels. Oh, Chrissy, you're saying you're from Yorkshire? One of the nicest counties in the country. John's in the house. He's taken a couple of minutes away from his rowing machine to come and join us. Thanks, John. Chris is freezing in Yorkshire. It's always freezing in Yorkshire, isn't it? Then again, saying that, after the boot sales in Yorkshire last year, I won't have a bad word said about anybody or anywhere in Yorkshire ever. Not that I would anyway, but it's a wonderful county. 30 minutes from Strawberry Fields. Jammy Git. Chris, is it true that Strawberry Fields is they lost the site to developers? I've heard a couple of different stories actually that they've lost the site to developers. It's cancelled completely and it's been moved somewhere else. So any information on that? I think going into next year, what I plan to do is just stay over there, get over there for the Thursday boot sale, because it doesn't actually start going until about 9 o'clock, which I love about that, because even though it's a hell of a drag for me, it's like a 2.5 hour haul over there, but it's well worth it. But what I'm thinking for next year is maybe I'm going to upset a few people from the Facebook group on this one. If I come over on the Thursday for the Strawberry Field boot sale and then just stay through till the boot sales on Sunday, and I won't do it every week, obviously, but it'd be nice to just sort of like maybe do a vlog of the whole experience. Here we go. Half the press information, planning permissions for building many houses. Yeah, and stuff like that normally takes a really long time, but make hay while the sun shines. Okay, so the first thing, I'll show you a picture on my phone actually. I picked up a couple of these this morning. I needed to do a shopping at Tesco's, and I saw these. Come on, maybe it's somewhere. Okay, there we are. These are Silent Night Teddy duvet sets. This is a single. I picked up 2 singles. So they're duvet cover in 2 pillowcases. Now, these absolutely flew for me last year. And the singles I was getting 20 quid for, and the doubles and the kings 25 and 30 respectively. I paid £8.50 for those, and I'll be listening for 20 quid, possibly including postage on that as well. So a little bit of profit, but then again, saying that, I mean, I only nipped in for, like I say, a bit of shopping and a bit of lunch, so a lot of that will be paid for off the proceeds. Ah, we go. Oh yeah, geography wasn't too far off then. Yeah, that would make sense. There you go. History lesson, boys and girls. So basically, you probably got it around about the same as us weather-wise then. I had to snap a dog off a lamppost this morning. Who else we got in the charts? 19 people at a minute. For a last minute live, that's not too bad. So what are you guys up to today anyway? Are we listening? Are we working? Are we skiving? Are we just cuddling hot water balls? Secret Carpers in. I saw some of your comments the other night. Maximus is in. How you doing, man? It's lunch from. What do you do, Max? What's your day job? Yeah, they are really cool, those targets, aren't they? I'll when I've taken all the pictures, Rich, I'll send you them, and obviously you can. I'll look after you. Obviously, the only thing I'm shy of is postage tubes. Actually, I think I've got the one that they all came in, which is like a bloody tank turret, and just another one. So I need to source some postage tubes. Secret Carpers listing Playmobil. Absolutely. Here we go. Anyway, let's get some work done. It's hard to keep on top of the chat, and I mean, I don't have to. Some people in the chat who are seasoned pros at lives, but I'm very conscious that while I've got my face in a laptop, I'm not paying you guys any. Oh, I'm not paying you guys any attention. I just fall off the desk. Hi, Lainey. How you doing? What are you up to today? No exciting. Oh, let's see. In fact, let's see how the signal holds up from my phone if I take my phone with me. Been doing some decorating this weekend, actually. I should be okay now, but I'm not going to be able to take any pictures because I'm streaming on my phone. Oh, cool. That's a rewarding job. You're photographing birds. Yeah. I know people like you know what, look it up. Right, what can I show you that's not going to warrant? Okay, let's stick you on there. Turn the light on. There we go. Right, let's see what we can show you from this bag of tricks here. It's a sucky camera angle as well. No, this isn't going to work. Oh, we tried, didn't we? Oh man, there's stuff everywhere. So that might be a good idea. Turn my GoPro off. Does anybody else use GoPros, particularly the later ones that get really, really hot? John, you should know better. No takers are joining me in the live then. Can you tell I'm getting desperate? Right. So transfer all those. Let's get some listing done. So right. Duvet set. Which is more important, good description or good pictures? I would say good pictures every time. I mean, they're both really, really important, but people buy with their eyes. So there's you can be forgiven a lot of, I suppose, illiteracy if your pictures are on point. I always use a white background. I try and keep as little as possible other than the item that I'm selling in the pictures. So there's no sort of like crumpled bed sheets, which I just think looks nasty. Nice, clean, flat background, white, of course. Yeah, Secret Copper said he was saying both. Yeah, I personally, I think the pictures just pip it, but you can, unless your description backs up how good your pictures are, you could undo your hard work if you either don't give enough information or it's inaccurate or something like that. So yeah, I'm learning that. I didn't realise there was an invite to join, but I'd love to, although I'm certain I can't multitask to working on live. I'm working, so maybe another time. Not a problem at all, brother. Yeah, I'm finding out how difficult it is to do this on my own now. It was one of those, that's actually a really good idea. And now I'm realising maybe not so much. No excuse for bad pictures. We all have a phone camera nowadays. Yeah, I suppose it's open to interpretation. As long as you're accurate, they're clear, and if there's any points of note on the items that you're picturing, that you take close-ups of that. On as far as the things I've already mentioned about a flat white background and the 1:1 aspect ratios, square aspect ratios when you're taking the pictures, I think to add to that as well, I would use at least 4 pictures, and ideally all the pictures. All the 12 available slots for pictures. Rich, hang on, let me send you an invite, Rich. Let's get a professional on. I'll send you the link on Insta, mate. You are there. It should paste right. No, not that. Dave. No, stop doing that. Stop it. Let me just invite you. Right, so I've copied that there. There we are. Right, it's in your inbox now, pal. All good. Yeah, Rich is a live stream junkie. Seasoned professional, that's what we like. I'm a mere amateur by comparison. No, definitely not getting any lessons done now. Be right. I mean, what's the worst can happen? Yeah, maybe the live stream will warm him up a bit. Oh, here he is. Add to the stream. And he's here.
You're all right.
How you doing, Geese?
All right.
Still
Cold.
Let me
Freezing
turn you
down
up a
here.
bit.
Down the shed. It's blooming freezing.
Is that your volume that's down on mine?
Is that what?
Is your volume down on mine?
Yeah, I haven't got YouTube on.
Don't know why it's so quiet. Maybe it's me.
Hang on, let me have a
How you
look.
doing, man?
Let me check my mic. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to check my mic. See which one it is. Default mic. Hello? Yeah, no, it's working all right.
Yeah, I don't know why it's on my iPad, but it's just dead quiet for some strange reason.
You all right?
Yeah. I thought you do Zuno behind me still. I got something like 40 odd of these at £1 a pack from a charity shop, and
Nice.
they've been selling all right. I thought I'd be getting about £7 a piece for them, large letter. Jobs
Yeah.
are good.
Nice.
So what are you up to today, Rich?
I've just been and had my jab this morning. I've just come back, started doing some packing. I've had a tidy up in here, so I've got my photography area now. So I just thought I'll come on, and then you popped up as live, so I thought I'd watch you while I was packing. And then obviously now the packing's gone out the window.
Easily distracted, isn't it? Normally, I got just lately. I've been doing my packing in the evening before. Normally, I would do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. But just recently, I've been doing it of an evening just to bat it all off, and then have a bit of a lie in the morning, basically, and just hit the day running kind of thing. But I got into Narcos last night. Narcos in Mexico.
Yeah.
So I've just ended up binge watching.
We started watching some new program last night. It was the Lost Symbol or something. It's Dan Brown, and it's an up-to-date thing of like Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
brilliant it is. Absolutely amazing. I think it's called The Lost Symbol.
Oh right, yeah.
It's a brilliant program though. I like all the Angels and Demons and Da Vinci Code and that.
Yeah.
I've got a couple
of
down
that conspiracy theorist route and all that.
Yeah, but it's brilliant. It's the way they work out the puzzles and stuff and find all the treasures. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's so cold down here. I put the heating on when I got back from Chichester. I had to go to Chichester to have my booster.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it done, but my wife said, she works in a care home. She's a manager of a care home. So I thought, well, because I was ill for about 6 months with the first jab, when I had all them pains down my left hand side and that.
Yeah.
I had the second one, that was all right. I've had the booster so far, touch wood, that's all right. Yeah, but it's I got back from there, I switched the heater on it to warm it up before I get down there. Have a toasted bagel. I come down, it's still freezing. No, the wife come down last night and she went, make sure you turn that heater off tonight. I thought, oh bugger.
I like my tech, so there's a lot of stuff in my house that's all voice operated, and I won't say a word because it's just there, and the voice operated woman thing. There's some of I've got my central heating. You can work off your phone.
Yep.
So I can heat the house before I get home. I'm soft as shite, and really
nice. That's what you want, though. You want something. It's like years ago, I used to know people that had a remote control for their car, and they'd just pop it out the window, and it'd start it up, and they'd warm it up before they even got in it.
I see. Yeah. I'm just going to reply to Matthews.
Yeah.
It doesn't say for India only, but I don't see why you should be wary of. I mean, as long as the CE marked, if it's sort of like a dangerous item for kids, it's got like small parts and stuff like that, then yeah, maybe. But for a card game, I won't worry about it. Just get it listed. I don't think you're breaking any rules there.
No.
I mean, there's one way to find out. I mean, the worst case scenario, they'll just take the listing down. You won't get a slap on the wrist or anything like that. But it's extremely unlikely, I would have thought.
How's your
After
sales been
Monkey?
the last few days and that?
That's all right.
How's your sales been the last few days?
It's been all right, yeah. I like to. These now eBay's gone on to doing payouts over the weekend as well. It's just it's thrown me a bit because I like to come to it Monday morning and think, oh, that's a nice bit of accumulated bit. But I don't know why. Have you noticed that they're doing payouts on a Saturday and a Sunday now?
I didn't even know. Know.
I'm on daily payments.
Yeah, I'm on daily, but
payouts.
like nothing's. It's been a bit quiet, so.
Yeah, but I don't know why they've done it because it's not hitting bank accounts any quicker because obviously we're just reliant on the banking system.
Yeah.
But for some reason, rather than it's gone from obviously no payouts on a Saturday and a Sunday to a payout every day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right, though, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be nice if the money was hitting the account on the same day, kind of thing, because obviously a lot of people are relying on that for their cash flow, aren't they?
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially now with Christmas and that.
Absolutely, yeah. Sarah saying worst thing can happen from a card game is a nasty paper cut.
I don't know.
I'm sure somebody somewhere has died from one of those.
Depends who you play with, I suppose.
That's it. Have you had any exciting pickups over the weekend?
I haven't picked nothing up, mate. No, as you said, like I've got a storage unit full. The side of my shit. I'm just trying to upload a video now. Actually, my most of it is like I've been obviously now I've got the storage unit because when all the stuff was in here stacked to the ceiling, I didn't bother. I didn't know where to start with it, so I didn't start with it. So now I've got the storage unit. At least I can go up there, I can find stuff. But I'm up there, God knows how many times a week. Do you know what I mean? Which is good because it separates the work from home. Although I do work my work in here, and I do all my YouTube's obviously done in here. When I do the lives and that, it is nice to have a separate place, and I know I can go up there. I know roughly where it is. I've not been able to not find anything yet, and it's just nice to have it separate from here. I've still got a load of stuff in the storage bit on the side, and I've still got a load of bits in the shed round the back, but it's so much easier. I'm more inclined to actually do stuff now. So James has been good. We've been doing listings and stuff. I haven't been doing much this week last week on the listing side because it just every day I was going to go and do it, something else happened. And but at least now I've got my electric. I've got a stack of electrics there. I've got another stack of electrics under Pennywise. I've got a load of CRTs over there, so I'm going to get cracking on with them this afternoon. Just getting the parcels done now, just in case I start feeling really rubbish from the booster, because my wife is quite badly ill with it.
That's one thing that I tell people who are sort of like have been watching the videos for a while. When I first started reselling, I could only really do it over a weekend, and that's sort of like lock, stock, and barrel. I mean, obviously I was doing the postage and whatnot through the week, but as far as sourcing and listing is concerned, I could only really do it on the weekend. But what I was doing then is doing an absolute shitload of it, and then just saving them as drafts.
Yeah.
So at least then you can check them out during the week.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's really important to at least making sure your listings are going up even if you're not physically doing it and you're just saving them to drafts, making sure you're publishing them every day.
And that's the problem I've been having. Obviously, like I had it months where, because my brother passed away, I had it for months. Last 4 or 5 months, I haven't listed properly. But then I get back into it. But it's like then I say, like the thing with like the move took me nearly a week to move all the stuff from here to the storage unit. So then you haven't got time to do it then. So I haven't been outsourcing because I don't need to. I could probably sell on eBay for the next year and not have to source. Which is a good thing, but I do need to get back into at least, I sort of aiming for 10 things a day, but even if I aim for 5 a day, it's got to be better than nothing, you know what I mean? Because you you actually don't sell. You're not going to sell if you ain't listing it. So I've had quite a load of older bits that have sat on eBay for a while start going though. But say now I need to sort of hit it because it's the last people's paycheck before Christmas now.
I've noticed that because of it. I've noticed a pickup over the weekend. I think I've done about 700, 7,500 in sales over the weekend, which is a good weekend during the year, but it's sort of like about an average in Q4. Well, I say in Q4, this time in Q4. So I'm anticipating it picking up. Next weekend should be just crazy. So if you get a listing, then that's going to help that, isn't it?
Yeah, because last Q4 I was all new to it. So last year it was sort of, and also last year as well, I was spending over the last 15 months of my brother's life, I was spending most of the time up there with him. So it was difficult because I was going out, I was sourcing, and I'd list the odd bits. Like if I'd remember or had time, I'd list the bits even when I was there. I'd list them, but I'd still have stuff going on the pile and that. But so this is really my first proper Q4 where I can actually concentrate on it, And I wanted to hit it every day, every week for the past really month or two. I wanted to be hitting it, but I think life gets in the way, doesn't it? So
yeah, absolutely. It feels like sometimes things conspire against you, don't they? But on
it's just everything at the minute, it's like really.
Yeah, and like you're saying with shifting stock and stuff like that. If you've got a mammoth task on as well, it just seems that little bit more daunting, doesn't it? But I think if you come across challenges like that, it makes it all the more rewarding when you come out the other side.
And that's the thing of it. It is the thing that it's hard. And, it's been a rubbish year. I mean, I had COVID last Christmas as well, so I couldn't even see my brother over the last Christmas. Although I took him, I was it sort of upset me thinking about it. But last Christmas, me and my brother were going out and we were trying to fit it. He went and picked a tree because, I think he knew how bad he was, and we knew he was bad, but I think he knew everything and he wasn't telling us everything. And so he had his kids, he was having his kids for Christmas. So he said, I want to go out and get a nice tree. I went, okay, but bear in mind the size of the car. He come back with this whopping big tree. The trunk is about that thick. We had to bend the top of the tree around across the dash of my Civic, put all the seats down and put this flipping tree in. It was hilarious, and it's things like that keep me going in times like this because it's difficult. It's difficult,
of course,
mate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you say, you're going to call on the good times, aren't you, when the chips are down, kind of thing.
You can't. Sometimes you can't help, and there's a lot of stuff about mental health and that, and losing someone. So, I mean, he was my younger brother as well. So losing someone like that is difficult. But you've got to get on. You can't dwell on it. I had three or four months where I'd done nothing at all, which is why I'm so far behind now. But now I'm just thinking of the good times, where we got the tree and he had a good Christmas with his kids. He made it to his 50th birthday, before a few months, 3 months before. So you got to think of the good times. You just got to get on with it. At the end of the day.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's nowhere near in the same league, but there's guys that serve within the army that's no longer with us, and kind of feel like the responsibility is now on me to live the best life possible that I can to sort of like to one of them. So that's one way I look at it.
That's a good thing as well. We've been doing all the fundraising for my brother's memorial, which I'm wrapping up now, getting all the money in, and I want to get all that sorted before Christmas. So that's nice. It'll be another thing done for his kids and that, and for my mum and our family. So at least we'll have some sort of memorial sorted now. I've got enough to get something. So it's things like that to keep you going, and we've been concentrating on that. So it's like when you've got like 100 things going at once, it's hard to do what you're supposed to be doing to pay the bills.
Absolutely. Keep plowing on.
What's your
we're going off on I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here now, but it's something that I get asked a lot, and it'd be interesting to get your take on it as far as how you operate a stock system is concerned. How is it you do it? Or you just kind of like you just remember where stuff is?
If you watch my past videos, most of it's like looking for things I can't find. So
Yeah.
I say, it all stems from being up there with my brother and doing the film props with him. And I say, you know, I started this when I got made furlough, and I started selling my own stuff. But then within a week of that, I found out my brother had cancer. But I was still buying stuff, and it was just all that. So when I started working with him, like it was just everything was just everywhere.
Yeah.
Stuff that I'd listed a year back, I wouldn't be able to tell you where it was. There was no system on the go at all. Whereas now, although I haven't got a proper SKU system or anything, I've got it all organised up, the unit, so I know where it is. I've got stuff next door on shelves that I know are listed and stuff that's not listed. So I roughly know where it is, but I do want to get a SKU system going, because boxes and bins and drawers all labelled up is so much easier, because you just put it on your description in the box.
Yeah.
Honestly,
the thing that motivated me to get that sorted out was that anxious blind panic of not being able to find something and knowing you got it but just having no clue where it is. And
I had it every time.
I think it was about 2 or 3 times you hit a situation like that, and I thought, I have got to do something about this.
You go through my old videos, there's I don't know how many times I've been looking for stuff I can't find, and I've moved. That was the thing. I wanted to get the storage unit as well, because I was just moving things. When it was sunny, it was all right, because I could move it all out in the garden. But like when snow and rain and that, you can't. So like I was stuffed. So that hence the reason for the storage unit. And now, once I've got everything sorted and Christmas and everything's out the way this year, I can then concentrate on getting it all organised properly, because time's money, and I've wasted so much time looking for stuff. Hence, it's cost me money.
That's it. You know? Yeah.
And it's no good. It's no good when you're working for yourself. I see James is in the chat.
Yeah. Just find that. I was just catching up on it then. I think what was it? Secret Carper. Yeah, I'm kind of agree with that statement. Black Friday sales. To be fair, I mean that's one of the reasons that I'm involved with Amazon. It's all like bridges that little blip, but getting involved with Amazon is, if it's just for Q4, it's worth doing. I've sent very little in to Amazon this year, but I knew that I had to for Q4.
I spoke to James this morning about it, because he just tried to call me. I said, I'm on Dave's thing. I said, come over. Yeah. And you know, he was saying how it's been really quiet this weekend, and Paul's saying the same there. You know, and I've had one sale. I've sold one little rubber koosh ball thing, and I think I was saying to James, you know, obviously eBay they want you to promote Black Friday and this, that, and the other, but not being funny. If I'm looking to buy something on a Black Friday, I'm looking to buy something new, and get loads of money off. I'm not looking to buy something secondhand. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
a lot of people, I wouldn't have even thought about a Black Friday sale for secondhand stuff on eBay. So it's probably a lot to do with that and the advertising of it, and people just don't know. I would think, you know, like I say, when people think Black Friday, they're thinking a brand new 80-inch telly or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know, you know, something like that. So
I mean, it's with used stuff. I suppose technically, I'm running a Black Friday sale every kind of 6 to 8 weeks, because I just offer. I do promotions. I do 15% off on items, and it's probably something I should do a video on. I think I might have touched on it actually. I can't remember if I've done a video on it or not, about doing a sale promotion. And you can be really specific about what goes on the sale. I mean, you can select individual items, but what I tend to do is just go for a price range, because if I go for a price range, I know that the vast majority of items in that price range, say 25 quid and above, there will be decent margin in it. So I'll do a 15% off sale, and it generates a decent amount of So, because I mean, obviously, the last couple that I've done has been specifically to generate cash flow for Q4, because I do a lot more RA in Q4.
Yeah, definitely.
So monkey thruster.
Sorry
Yeah,
if
it's
I haven't
not
said anything
Christmas
hello to
until
anyone.
next month.
Not my live. I got to deal with the chat.
yeah. I've got my tree up in the loft, where it's going to
Have you?
stay until the
Yeah,
end of
mine's
next
up in
month.
the loft. I've got to get it down. It drives me nuts. It don't seem that long between putting it up in the loft to getting it back down again. It's just nuts, especially the last
Yeah,
couple
I
of
don't.
years.
To be honest, I don't think I'll bother. I'm just going to like gate crash other people's houses this year.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
That's the way to do it. That's me asking everybody in the chat if they've got a spare plate at the table.
Yeah, and a sofa to sleep on if you have too much drink.
That's it. Help old go around the soup kitchen. Help old poor old reseller. There we go. Savvy Mum sells not parole, but 6 to go out today. That's not too shabby. What kind of stuff you got going on, Monkey? What else we got on the chat?
I know Pete does a lot of old media, VHS and stuff. I think.
Yeah, James seems like a Christmassy type person, doesn't he?
He's just mad as a box of frogs. So he's like,
yeah.
he's just so upbeat all the time, and even when I'm feeling rubbish and I'm going, he's sort of by the end of it, you just feel so much better when talking to him.
Absolutely. I think the man's a legend.
Every day we speak, and like sometimes till stupid o'clock at night, and he's come on, let's get listed and and when I go, oh James, I just and I just sit there and talk while he lists. It's amazing.
Just look at that comment.
A woman goes into the shop and asks for a tree shop. Says, "Are you going to put it up yourself?" She replies, "No, I was going to put it up in my lounge." Well done, Sarah.
Excellent. That's definitely the comment of the week.
Right, let's try and
James has put his Christmas tree up today.
Don't surprise me.
It's not December yet. What are you doing? That's like bad luck. Fairies. I'm sure,
surprised it's taken him that long.
I'm sure an elf drowns a baby reindeer if you put your tree up before the 1st of December.
Oh dear.
Here we go. Savvy Mum. Look forward to 20 quid takeaway.
Oh, nice. Good, Donna. Yeah, it's nice, Donna. Do that. Yeah. Nice to have a little takeaway.
God, don't do that too many times. I have just done so bad. I was on this diet. I lost a load of weight, and I've hit the gym and all that kind of stuff, getting really fit. And this weekend, it's all gone to shit. I went out for a meal on Friday night. Tapas, 10 courses for 15 quid.
Yeah.
All little things like takeaway on Saturday night and takeaway last night because I was painting. I couldn't be asked cooking because I was decorating. Nice. This is not good.
Well, I don't know. It tastes good at the time. It's just afterwards. I keep threatening to go to the gym. It never happens. I keep threatening it.
That's it, yeah. Vimix, we need to have a work Christmas dinner like to come out at 5 or an out a restaurant for us all. Yeah, that'll be messy, that will. Oh my word.
Wouldn't it just?
A load of people who don't have a right lot of time off into a room and put a load of
yeah, just a big blowout. I mean, I reckon that reseller meetup's going to get messy.
Yeah. I missed it last year. I missed it this year as well, but like I said, I'm going to a gig with my daughters, and the band that we're going to see, I've already seen them with my youngest daughter. The chalk and cheese. My youngest daughter is very much a rocker, so sort of chip off the old block. Yeah, my eldest daughter's very much in her R&B and all that kind of. She's like one of the cool kids. Yeah, but she's agreed to go, so I think she's in for a bit of an experience.
What are you going to see?
I'm going to see Enter Shikari.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Peter, I think that's one of Peter Ray's favourite groups.
Absolutely amazing. My favourite band.
Yeah, I see Carla's in. See, with me, one day it might come in. I'll be listening to Limp Bizkit or Slipknot even, or it's one of these mad things. The next bit, it might be a bit of classical. Next bit, it might be a musical playing. I'm proper nuts. I wouldn't even want to see what's going on in my head. It's just
Variety is the spice of life. That's what you say.
yeah, that's true. That's true. This
It's my opportunity to watch other people not working instead of
basically, I was packing, and then Dave was saying, that, he wants to come on.
Yeah.
So
I was saying, "Help! I'm sinking."
Game over. Right, I'm just going to grab an envelope.
Once. So Monkey was saying he's sending out, because I asked him what going out. Ornaments, PS2 games, Bop It, binoculars, jigsaw. Nice, all standard stuff. Should be, well, aside from the ornaments, I would imagine that's the easy packs there. Okay. Who else we got in the chat? John's off. See you soon, John.
See you, John.
Off to destroy himself on the rower. I saw a video on the John posted a video on the Facebook group about his efforts on the row machine. The guy is mental. He's absolutely mental. How the bloody hell he does that? I mean, he's not. I'm sure he won't mind me saying he's not a young man anymore either.
I couldn't do it.
I used that for a game of soldiers. I haven't got the coordination. I go on the because I came out of the army because of a back injury, so I can't do impact training when I do get the gym and stuff like that. So I can't do any running. So I go on the cross trainer instead. But when I'm on the cross trainer, I can't do the thingy bit. I have to hold on to the bars and mill. Because if I start doing the thingy bit, honestly, it's spitting me off all over the place. How the bloody hell I ride motorbikes, I'll never know.
No, I'm all right on the cross trainer, but I'd say them rowers. I'm all right on a treadmill, but the rowers are hard work. It's hard.
Hang on, what am I being blamed for here? Oh, sorry, about people not working.
I don't need much.
You've got half of that right. So
I don't need much excuse.
I'm not very bright, but I'm definitely a bit shiny. I guess stage one. Chuck guess stage one that watch other people jogging. Yeah, absolutely. Can't do that.
I don't mind. I would quite happily get into jogging, but I'm like I am with when I had motorbikes and stuff. I'm a fair weather rider, and I'll be a fair weather runner. I'm not one of these.
I would get into jogging, but I like pies too much.
Yeah, I'm not going to go out running unless the police are chasing me, a dog's chasing me, or it's sunny. I'm not going out when it's raining. I'm not going out when it's snowing. You see these people going out and it's all weathers. I mean, my friend's wife over the road, she's in this woman's sea swimming group. They're called the Blue Tits. And and actually there's another men's group that go down there as well. And she's literally every day she's going down there. It was when I went out in my car yesterday, it was showing 4 or 5 degrees temperature, and she was out swimming in the sea with this group.
My God. I think there's a reason that I'm probably generalizing here. There's a reason that it seems to be more women do that than men. Because I've been diving in a wetsuit in winter, and honestly, I thought I was going to. I got to waist deep, and I thought I was going to die hyperventilating.
Did you? I don't know that. You probably didn't see my video. Like I said, when I hit 1,000, because Bill, when he said, "Oh, when I hit 1,000 subs, I'm jumping in the swimming pool." He jumped in his swimming pool. He's got his back on. I went, all right, okay. If I reach 1,000 subs, I'm going to jump in the sea. Well, I'm telling you, you couldn't have chose a worse day to go and jump in the sea. It was blowing a gale. It was raining. It was drizzly. And there's me, and I've gone and rolling about in the sea like a big whale. It was. I
don't know. I don't do the cold at all. When I finally retire, I'm buying a tiny B&B in Spain, and that'll be me then. I'll spend 6 months over there running winter holidays, and that'll be me then. Happy as Larry. And of course, spend 6 months reselling in the UK and making content.
Well, me and my wife are both asthmatic, so 6 months I could quite happily handle the cold. When it's cold over here for 6 months or whatever, I could quite happily spend it somewhere else.
Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. This hasn't entirely gone to plan, you know, this live, but intentions were there. And to be fair, I probably should have planned it a bit better.
And don't have people on.
You bailed me out, mate. Honestly, cheers. I think it was Pete Harrison earlier in a chat who's saying get one of these mesh systems. Have you heard of this mesh thing? It's like a Wi-Fi. Well, I'm assuming it's like a Wi-Fi extender. So
I've got one. I've got one in here. I've got one plugged in the house, up in the plug socket near the router, and it's just literally a plug that my garden's quite long, and it's literally the electrical system, and it's
the irony of this is you just froze then as you were saying that.
There you go. It's rubbish, isn't it?
My packing desk couldn't be further away in my house from where my router is, so maybe that's something to look at. Here we go. I can't go through and never get harpooned by a passing Japanese whaler.
Surprised I didn't.
Right, mate, thanks for helping us out on this live.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
To everybody in the chat who's still watching that was expecting to see me do some listing. It hasn't quite panned out like that, but oh well. Best laid intentions.
Yeah.
Have you got a video coming out this week at all?
I'm trying to upload one now, actually. It's over. It's sort of the past 6 days, really, from last Tuesday. But I was just doing a bit of work on the phone while I was talking to you, so I should try and upload that in a minute. So hopefully that will be out later.
Nice.
Other than that, who knows? I could go live at any time.
Like a live terrorist.
Like live roulette.
I would have ideally been vlogging yesterday, but all the boot sales locally were closed because of snow and whatnot. So. Such is life. I'm sure we can improvise. I think that's probably why I was thinking about our live today rather than something later in the week. But yeah, I'll probably get something out for the weekend.
Nice.
Right, sir. I shall love you and leave you. Have a super week, and love to everybody in the chat. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all soon.